If your business relies on you working in it 24/7 and you can't walk away from it, then it's a job. If you've been told to document every single process in your business, you're wasting time. And every consulting client I have, I tell them this. Most business owners spend months creating detailed procedures that collect digital dust. I'm going to show you how you can systemize any part of your business in minutes using a method that my clients actually follow to gain freedom. I'm going to walk you through my exact 5-step system for building processes that your team will actually use. You'll see my screen, my templates, and by the end, you will have everything you need to systemize your first needy area today so that you can finally get out of that daily grind as a business owner. So let's dive into my screen and let me show you how I identify the needy area. That is actually a real work that we've done with a previous customer, and it took us literally 30 minutes max to do this together. I simply asked her 3 questions. The first one was, who works in your company, and can you detail a little more about what they do? And based on what they do, we defined a few areas of tasks, and I guided her to use colors. And ultimately here, what you see when you start listing down the third thing, which are the tasks, you see that for purple, here we have 3 people. And here we basically have no one taking care of these, or at least attributed to this. What is the needy area in that case? In that case, the needy area is events. We can automate this or standardize this so that we free up time from Sandra, which was the client here, the community lead, so that she could take care of her community. And Sandra really wanted to do this. So that means we need to free her from this area. Step 2, map the key stages visually. Who is doing what? To give you a bit of context, usually companies' processes looks like this. Okay, for example, you have a detailed bullet point list by departments, like who is doing what. Now, this is super hard to read. It takes a long time. While here, I can actually guide you through the entire sales process of that company. So we have the start here and we have the end. Okay, so it starts by checking if the emails and the information we have on the prospect list is correct. Then we import them into Notion. Then we start to call. And here, once we call the people, we are looking at if they are interested. If they are not interested, then it's the end of the process. If they are interested, there might be an event booking with them because we create events, free events to invite them to. We actually take we book a meeting with them eventually if, for example, they can't attend the event on that specific date, or if they want more information, we send them an email. And in that case, once we send them an email, we have to call them again, actually. Hop, moving here. And that's a perfect example because if the process is changed, you can quickly iterate. Now, after events is done or booking is done with them, we need to recall them afterwards to see if they are still interested, and if no, of course it's the end. If yes, we prepare the offer, we send them the offer, and we wait. So here the little cloud here is for them to wait, and then if it's okay, then we're going to win that customer. So you see here in a few minutes, I'm able to explain you my process. While if we take back the example of what the event company sent me in the beginning, it's actually impossible here to know who does what when. And if something changes, then it's going to be hard to add a new bullet point. We don't know where to add it, and nobody is going to notice that something changed. Now, step 3, assign clear ownership. This is done super easily with a process map because we can know with colors, for example, who is doing it. And we can see here that this is for FYC to do, and this is for the customer. And as you can see, FYC is handling most of the tasks for this workflow. So they will be the most important person in that flow, and the client just have to send an email here. With a process map, you can actually see exactly who is doing what. Same for this small map, which is not exactly a process map, but we can see here, event, it's done by Sandra, Joey, and Lucas. Step 4, create feedback loops. So here, it's actually very simple. Feedback loops is a simple thing of saying, hey, I just created this process map, and I want you to have a look at it and review it, if any. And you can actually try to pitch this to your coworker. So let's say, for example, in this case, this pink person is going to talk with this blue person, the client. They're going to share with the client right away. Maybe a Loom video can do, or maybe a simple meeting of 15 minutes can do. But whatever you choose, it's going to be a good way for you to review your flow and explain it with the other person involved. And you will see that it's super easy to explain this, and it's actually entertaining, because if something changes, oh, the yes is not here, it's there, you can actually change it very, very quickly. Meanwhile, if you are using the old way where you have these lists, you send it to the person, chances are they will not even review it properly, or they will not have enough headspace to actually be able to give you proper feedback on this. So those process maps are actually extremely useful if you are looking for continuous improvements and not spending months on your procedures. Step 5, centralize in your company brain. Now, this is the cherry on top of the cake. If you are able to have clear procedures, then I recommend starting using a digital workspace. In that case, that's exactly what Sandra and her team at the event company are currently using. They have automated basically the event organization. Let me show you how it actually works. So here you see the actual workspace where you have all the events that are planned, and the beauty of it is if you open it, you have all the information there. Now, for this event, the team needs to be organized, and those are the tasks that are assigned to the different departments. For example, the website, marketing, community, and we know that they are to do these tasks are to do before, during, and after the event. Now, when we create a new event, and we actually have no idea if this is going to work or not, we actually have a template. And on that template, so let's say I do a conference on AI and YouTube. I can set the date. Okay, so that's just the details. So like we make it happen. I'm going to be the host, just in case. It's a free workshop, and I'm ready to publish that event. So what I do, I'm going to set the status as planned. And let's see what's actually happening in the tasks. In the task of the event here, we see the task being automatically generated. And that's actually very useful, because we can say, if I'm the marketing person here, I'm gonna see clearly that, hey, I need to work on that conference on AI because it's appearing as to do. And I'm going to be able to either assign it to someone in the marketing team, or add a date, and or do it if that's actually something I can do now. And so that's the beauty of it. It's Sandra don't need to create the tasks, assign them to people. As soon as she validates an event, the tasks are already sent to the right department, and each department can actually organize themselves in full autonomy about what they need to do. And once a task is done, they mark it as done. And what happens next is actually we can track the progress on each event. We can see the progress of what tasks are done, what tasks are to do. And of course, If they are to do, then we can review which one are they. We can actually directly click on it now to see what are the actual tasks that need to be done. Here we can see that we have 3 months of scheduled events in advance, and that's more than what we need. And if we are late, we can always track the progress of saying, hey, the Tai Chi event here is 0 progress. Meanwhile, it's in the pipe and it was supposed to be done for January. So we can actually open it, look into it, and the team can directly report, oh, but this is actually done. Sorry, I forgot to mark it. Oh, this also is actually done. I forgot to mark it. Okay, then Sandra could actually focus on showing results to the management team to say, hey, those are the past events, those are the completed ones, those are the ones we have in ideas, in the stage of ideas, and this is actually moving. And then because Sandra had more time, she could spend it with members. So she could focus on converting those 184 guests to become paid and premium members for her community. That's what Sandra said to me. Basically, she said that she's gained years of productivity and she's been more productive on her day-to-day simply because I was able to help her to know what to do first and give her headspace simply by removing her from being the bottleneck in the event creation process. Here is what I've done, and I could charge $2,000 to build this for you, and I do this for my consulting clients. But I know most business owners need to start somewhere. So I've created the exact mapping templates I use for you. The link is in the description below. Get the template, pick your first needy area, and systemize it today in order to reclaim your time. Your future self will thank you when your business runs without you being the bottleneck. And if you want me to personally help you implement this across your entire business, the consulting link is in the description too.